Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm very, very delighted to be here, and also happy to hear that this is the first event you're having this year. I'm always so delighted to be among lady entrepreneurs because I am one. And it's because of partly my experience being an entrepreneur, being in the corporate world, and being a woman. Because when you're a woman entrepreneur, you're not just focusing on your business. We bring to the world and to the table a lot of things about us. And so, ladies, this evening I'm very delighted to be embarking on this journey, the entrepreneurship journey. So I'll not only be speaking to you as a coach and a speaker, a teacher, an experienced leader in the corporate world. I'll be speaking to you also as an entrepreneur. I'll be speaking to you from a point of practical experience. And so before I begin, I just want to request each and every one of us so that I can know that I'm not only with Edna here, because Edna is the only face I can see. Are we able to say jambo, just to wave? This is the first meeting of the year. We just say Happy New Year. Put on your videos. It doesn't matter where you are. I know women are busy. They are running their business. They're at home or they're at school. They're somewhere. So I don't mind how you look, where you are. Just as you are, say hello, say a big hello. Yes, I can see beautiful smiling faces. That is it. As women, we are supposed to be confident as we are and show up as we are with no apologies. So thank you so much for putting on your videos. Hello, hello. I can see some people at home. I can see some people are driving. I want to see more faces. I want to see more people. Let me see. Okay, thank you so much. So I also want to see on the chat who is excited to be here to start the year with a bang, because energy is really what brings the success that we are looking for. So if you're excited, please post on the chat me. Okay, so let me see on the chat who is excited. So Mel is excited, like me. Who else is excited? Okay, so I think we can get started. So this is the beginning of the year. I know January is gone, but February is just a few days in. And so I can confidently say that this is the beginning of the year. And when Edna asked me to come and speak, she wanted us to speak about how can we start the year with a bang so that we can unleash our potential, ignite, and so that we can sparkle our business and be able to end the year strong. There's a saying that goes, the way you begin is the way you end. And by the way, I have a flu. I got a very bad flu. So if I'm a bit low on my voice, just excuse me, but I'll try to be as audible as possible. So the way we begin is the way we end. And so you need to ask yourself, how do you want to end the year 2024? So for me, I want to end strong. I want to end better than I was last year in my business, better than I was as a person. And so if you take that picture of the way you want to end, we want now to set the pace, the energy, and the tone to begin the year so that we can end very strong. My journey as an entrepreneur has been of about 13 years. And to be honest, it's been a journey full of lows and highs. It's been a journey of losses and big wins. And so I'm sure all of us are experiencing that. And so even as we begin, I want to tell you, I'm not coming here to just show you, the rosy side of things. We need to be real with ourselves, that the journey of entrepreneurship is one that we have to cultivate two things: resilience and persistence. And I want to thank Edna and Mel for creating this network and platform where we gather every month, not as individual entrepreneurs, but together as a community of women entrepreneurs with a common goal to thrive and grow and to live our dreams. So as we navigate the entrepreneurship landscape, it's essential to acknowledge that there will be challenges, there will be ups and downs, there will be triumphs, And we are faced with a lot of challenges, but despite everything, we have to rise up and move on and grow. Now, in cognizance of this, I found that most successful entrepreneurs, be they male or female, there are some two basic qualities that successful entrepreneurs have, and that will be the basis of my talk today. And those two things I will be talking about in a short while. And before I do that, I just want you to consider that for you to be successful in your business, you need to become the success that you want. So there are qualities that you actually need to cultivate, and you also need to have a certain mindset, a winning mindset, in order to win big, to have the dream business that you want and the dream life that you want. So maybe let me start by asking a question. Let's test the chat, whether the chat is working now. Who do you think you need to become in order to live the life of your dreams or to build your dream business? Let me see on the chat. You can use a single word, maybe something like resilient. Yes, so let me see on the chat. Give me words that describe who you need to become. Successful, yes. You need to have a mindset of success. Thank you, Wanjiko. What else? Who do you need to become? Who do we need to become in order to be successful? Aha. Daring, I like that. Confident, yes, I like that. Thanks, Mel. Marceline says proactive, resilient, ambitious. Absolutely. Disciplined, yes. Discipline is very, very important. Disciplined to do the things you said you would do, following through what you said you would do. Harriet, my friend from Uganda, nice to see you here. Yes, proactive, absolutely. Consistent, bold. Thank you, Janet. Assertive, yes. Especially for us as women, we need to be assertive. We need to say no when we want to say no, and mean no when we mean no, and yes when we want to say yes. Yes, self-motivated. Thank you so much for sharing that, ladies. And so what I'm going to do now actually is go through some of the keys to helping us become resilient and persistent so that we can build successful businesses, the businesses of our dreams, and so that we can start the year strong and push through to the end of the year even stronger. So the first key is for you to own the journey. Embrace and own your journey. I deliberately did not have slides so that we could all listen. I hope you have a pen to take notes, but I'm sure Edna will organize for some notes later. But I really want you to engage with me and really think deeply. Embrace and own your journey. So I am here to tell you and to remind myself that my business is my business. When I started my business, I had a vision and I had a mission. And it is only me who has that picture of what I want out of my business. It is me who has that picture of what my dream business looks like. So you need to own it. Nobody else is coming to save you or to build your business for you. Yes, I know you might have a team or people that you bring on board. Maybe you have mentors and partners, but guess what? You are the number one employee, you're the number one person. So you need to own the journey. Your team will look up to you. And if you don't have the vision, you've not owned the journey, then success will be elusive. And so acknowledge that building a successful business is a journey of ups and downs, and own each and every of those experiences. Then I want you to celebrate victories, small and big, okay? That is part of ownership and embracing the journey. Remember that when we set goals for our targets and our businesses, we should have milestones. I know Edna has taught you this because I know she supports SMEs, and if you haven't, then you need to talk to her on the side, and she can actually offer you and show you how they support SMEs, doing strategies and plans and so on. But along your journey, you need to recognize milestones where you can actually celebrate, and when you have not won, acknowledge and then find the learnings that you have from the downs, okay? The second key is define your why. Why did you start your business? What is your purpose? What is your passion for your business? A strong sense of purpose will fuel persistence, will keep you going even when times are tough. So, do you have a well-defined why? Why do you do what you do? If not, then you need to make time to do that. And I know Live Your Dreams can actually support you with that. If you live a purposeless life, also, you have no purpose for your business. You have no vision for your business. You have no mission for your business. You have no targets. You have no goals. You have no plan. You will just be like a leaf just floating around. When the wind blows east, it blows. When it blows west, it blows. And success will be elusive. The third key is to cultivate a growth mindset. There are times when I felt, my business has really grown to a certain level. I'm making XYZ amount of money, which was better than last year. And there's temptation to be comfortable. So what I always recommend is that you need to make time to dream big, so that if you are at this level, okay, then you dream bigger to get to the next level and to the next level. So maybe when you started your business, it took you months or years to break even. Break even is where your income exceeds your expenses, so you have a surplus, okay? And sometimes we get comfortable when we see our business is making money above the expenses, we are paying our bills and so on. But then, did you just start your business just to make a little bit of money? I'm sure all of you would like to be wealthy or rich. If you'd like to be wealthy and rich with lots of assets which you have built from generating surplus funds from your business, please give me a 1 on the chat, a 1 on the chat. A 1 on the chat. If you'd like to be rich and wealthy, a 1 on the chat. Not just average. Who wants to be average? We were all created to be great, but most of us, unfortunately, are living an average life. Why? Because we don't dream big. Yeah, thank you, Janet. Yes, I too would love to be rich. So I want you to cultivate a growth mentalities, okay? The fourth key is to build a support network. As the saying goes, alone you can go fast, but together you can go far. So I really like it that we have a network that Live Your Dreams has created, where you can actually have mentors, advisors, and other entrepreneurs like yourselves or ourselves, so that I'm not alone. We exchange ideas, you learn. Remember, you don't know what you don't know. There are many things sometimes through networking you find, oh, I didn't know that. So be sure to build a support network or networks. You can have different networks for different purposes, okay? So you can have a network maybe which exposes you to a certain sector, a network that exposes you to learning, maybe technical skills for your business, and so many other networks. So make sure you are connected to networks. Make sure you have mentors. Let me tell you, ladies, even the best of the best have coaches and mentors. I have coaches and mentors as well, because they are blind corners that all of us have. And unless we have somebody else looking and challenging us, then we cannot grow quickly, or we cannot grow to the potential that we have. Seek guidance. Don't be shy. The minute you that you know it all, that you cannot learn, that is the time you start going backwards. So you need to have a mindset of growth and a mindset of learning. I'll be talking about continuous learning. The fifth key is to have adaptability and flexibility. You need to be flexible, ladies. Don't be the know-it-all. You're stuck in the way you're thinking. Maybe you meet other people in the industry, or even your own team, and they're trying to contribute, to co-create with you, and you're so stuck, you're so stiff. You don't want to listen because you think you know it all. So for me, I've always adopted an attitude of I learn from everyone. Recently, my driver actually opened an opportunity in a very big company. He goes to do deliveries, and I signed a very big contract. Now, can you imagine if I had the mindset of, what can I learn from Steve? His name is Steve. I mean, he's just a driver. What does he know? You'll be so surprised at even people like watchmen. They can tell you they have a lot of information. But for you to actually leverage on all this knowledge around you, opportunities, you need to be flexible and adaptable. Also, check what's happening in the business world. Be flexible and adopt. For example, this day and age, I'm sure Edna, if she hasn't already done it, she will invite speakers who can speak to us about how to leverage on AI, because in terms of technology, AI is the future. We can actually shorten learning curves and so many things. For example, communication with AI. So are you also checking what's happening? What are the trends and adopting to market trends so that also you can become current, resilient, and more effective? Okay, the sixth key is learn from setbacks. Like I said, in an entrepreneurship journey, there will be a lot of challenges, a lot of setbacks. So don't run away. In fact, we should look for setbacks and challenges, because as we are doing that, that's when we are scaling the heights. If you're not going through any challenge, then it means you're not trying hard enough. It means you're in your comfort zone. I'm an author, and one of my books, the best-selling book that I launched last, the first chapter is about living outside your comfort zone. And in that book, I describe how outside the comfort zone, outside what we know, that is where the success we are looking for lies. So agree to feel uncomfortable so that you can learn outside your comfort zone. Where things seem tough, that is where the opportunities lie. Key number 7, prioritize your self-care. My goodness. I mean, you're the carrier of your vision. The business needs you to be whole, to be sane, to be thinking straight. We don't want you to be down, that you're unwell or you're overwhelmed or you have a burnout, because the business needs you to continuously show the way and walk that journey. So self-care is very important. And I'll tell you what, I've been a victim of working myself, crazy, that I'm so burnt out. I have no energy. I have all these excuses. I can't go to the gym. I can't walk. I can't have a moment to relax because I am working. My dear friends, it is counterproductive. Once I understood the power of self-care as an entrepreneur, a lot of things changed. You have a clear mind. So I'll share with you some of the things that I have cultivated over the years, and these have become habits. And so what I'm sharing with you, if you can just pick 1 or 2 ideas and incorporate them in your daily routine, because who we are today is actually a culmination of what we do every single day. For example, if one of your goals this year, ladies, I'm sure it is almost maybe 90% of the ladies here have this goal, that this year I am going to lose weight. Who has that goal? Edna, do you have that goal?
I've already achieved that. Now I added some kgs last December. I have a new goal for this year.
Marceline is saying not me. Okay, now I know a lot of people had goals like for self-care. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to go to the gym and work out. I'm going to lose. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to all those things. Self-care. You know what? Don't wait for the doctor to tell you that you need to reduce your cholesterol. You need to exercise, because you know what? You need to prevent. And the business needs you to be whole. So some of the things I do, for example, I will never ever leave my house before I do journaling. Yes, journaling. Journaling helps me kind of create my day ahead. All right. So part of my morning routine, apart from the usual, nobody ever leaves their house without brushing their teeth. Am I right? Yes. In fact, if you find yourself in the car, you will know, oh, I haven't brushed. You don't even need to think. All right. You shower in the morning, you brush your teeth, and so on. We never forget to do that. So if you take some of these habits and make them part of you, such that you can never leave your door before you do journaling, before I also pray. Yes. And the other thing I do is I also do a minimum. If I'm not going to the gym, I have to do 20 minutes exercise. You can do, you can use a video at home. Sometimes I do yoga, sometimes I do Pilates, sometimes I do cardio in my house when I'm not going to the gym. That is a must, okay? The other thing that I do every morning, I drink at least 3 glasses of water, and I also take a green smoothie for fiber and for energy, okay? In the evening, I also have an end of day routine to decompress and to also, complete in my mind. Sometimes entrepreneurs, we go home and we are thinking of all the issues we went through during the day. Oh, that didn't go well. Oh, what happened there? And you sleep with all these thoughts in your mind. And those are some of the things that cause stress and mental health. Yes, affect our mental health. So I always decompress. So what do? I ask myself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? And what can I do tomorrow so that tomorrow will be a better day? And then anything that I didn't do well, I say it is okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. And then just learn from today so that yesterday you don't have to repeat the same mistakes. So have some self-care activities. Now, every fortnight, I have a time in the spa, a massage, I'll have a pedicure or a manicure, I'll do my hair. So ladies, take care of yourselves. I like walking. I go to Karura. So at least twice a week, I will take a walk, 10 kilometers. During this time, I'm also thinking and I'm smelling the fresh air and I'm absorbing positive energy. So self-care is a must, okay? Now, key number 8, effective time management. Oh my goodness, this one is big. This one is big. Have you ever gotten home at the end of the day and you ask yourself, what did I do today? What did I do? Yes. There are times you feel, oh my God, I've achieved so much. Other times you feel, I think I wasted my day. So what I would like to say, don't beat yourself up. However, I want to teach you 2 concepts that you can use to manage your time effectively. Because the number 1 resource that we cannot recoup, that is perishable as we are doing our business, is time. So how do we prioritize tasks? How do we delegate when possible? How do we avoid burnout? Being in the motion, but when you look at the contribution to your business, it is 0. So time management skills are very essential. But I'll give you a very simple formula that I've used over the years. And there's a business that I grew, to very, very wide coverage on the African continent. And it also helped me build a lot of entrepreneurs. And this one concept, I'm telling you, is the single one that we use for time management and effective use of our resources. And I want you to write this down. IPA, IPA, and NIPA, NIPA. IPA stands for income producing activities. NIPA stands for non-income producing activities. So let's go through some of the things that we do every day. So I want you to write me on the chat. Look at yesterday. What did you do yesterday between morning and evening? Yes, between when you woke up and 10 o'clock. Just type for me, what did you do? Between morning when you woke up and 10 o'clock. Okay, I took a shower, I brushed my teeth, I had breakfast. What else did you do? Give me some examples of what you did. Anyone? Any volunteer? Any volunteer? Aha, checked emails. Okay, Janet checked her emails. Now, emails. We all, by the way, I have a Yahoo email and I also have a business email, okay? Wanjiko did some reading and listened to a speaker. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What else? Somebody else? Prayer and meditation. That's Byra. Thank you. All right. What else did you do between 8 and 10? Read a book, checked messages. Truth be told, for me, I also checked a post I had made on Facebook. I checked how many likes I had and comments. Who did that? Let's be honest. Who browsed through WhatsApp messages in that group? You know, that family group. Met a potential client. Nice. Watched reels. It depends on the reels. Okay, I like that. Okay, so this is the message, guys. So all the activities that you do, if you be honest with yourself, between 8 and 10, everything that you did, ask yourself, was it an income producing activity or was it a non-income producing activity? So I'll give you an example. When I went to my Facebook page to check the likes and the comments, do you know what happened to me? I was just going to that post, but I went to stories and a story came after story after story. And before I knew it, I had been there for 20 minutes. So 20 minutes of my time, do you think that was income producing or non-income producing? It was non-income producing. It did not bring me any cent. Now, I saw somebody else posting, I met a potential client. Is that an income producing activity or an income producing activity? Definitely an income producing activity because the client could sign on and you make money. Making calls to clients, that's an income producing activity. How about catching up with your girlfriend? Is that an income producing activity or non-income producing activity? Yeah, it's definitely a non-income producing activity. How about cleaning the house? That is definitely a non-income producing activity. So from today henceforth, I want you to be ruthless with your time. Ask yourself, each time you're scheduling something, I'm going to a party, is that income producing or non-income producing? If it's not, then you know that you're putting your time in something that is not building your business, okay? So effective time management. There's a rule. If a task can be done by somebody else, then you don't need to be doing it. So if washing clothes takes 2 hours, all right, I know sometimes we want to be the best the best wives and moms, and we want to do the cooking and cleaning the house and so on. But ask yourself, which is more valuable to your business? You pay somebody maybe 1,000 shillings to clean the house and wash the clothes and do all the cooking, while you spend an hour or two looking after your customers, doing customer calls. Definitely, it is more valuable to be doing your customer calls. So effective time management. Key number 9, be financial savvy. I don't care whether you did finance or you're not a person of numbers. You know what? An entrepreneur, a serious entrepreneur, needs to challenge themselves to at least understand the numbers about their business. I know there's even a course called Finance for Non-Finance. People with non-finance background, do it. Yes, because I found sometimes entrepreneurs, you see money in the bank, but you know what? Money in the bank doesn't mean that you're making money. You could actually be going around in cycles. Your business could be making losses. So you need to understand your numbers. You need to understand about efficiency and so on. Key number 10, celebrate diversity and inclusion. Okay? You need to be inclusive when you're hiring, when you're out there networking, when you're talking to customers, because it's in diversity that we get the variety and the growth opportunities. Key number 11, be aware. This one is big. Be aware and manage dream stealers. Dream stealers. So let me see on the chat box. Who has tried to dissuade you from your business, doing your business? Who has tried to dissuade you from doing your business? Has it happened to you? Yeah? friends who tell you, oh, are you sure? Oh, so many people are doing this. Oh, there's no market. Oh, the market is saturated. That is a dream stealer. But I've often found that the biggest dream stealer is myself. When I'm faced with hurdles and challenges, then I go into this self-talk. Oh, this is too hard. Yes, somebody says, some family and friends, and sometimes myself. Exactly. So beware. You need to catch yourself when you're sabotaging yourself. You need to listen, yes, listen to other people, but make the decision. Don't let other people make the decisions for you or sway you out of your vision. Remember, you're the only one who knows the picture of your dream business or your dream life. Then lastly, continuous learning. Be always green and learning. Because if you are right, you think you know it all, na umefika, you will soon be rotting, okay? So have a mindset of continuous learning. And at this point, because I personally have grown a lot in my business, in my mindset, in my thinking, through mentorship, through coaching, through books, I want to share with you and recommend a few books that you can read that can help you cultivate persistence and resilience to take your business to the next level in 2024 and beyond. And the first one is Mindset, that's the title of the book, by Carol S. Dweck. It explores the power of a growth mindset, okay? I'll type it in as when I finish my talk. The second book is The Success Principles. In fact, I think I have a copy here. And this book is so powerful. I read it every December when I'm reflecting upon the year and setting goals for the new year. The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. It tells you how to get from where you are right now to where you want to be. So I know you grew last year, you did well, or maybe you did, but let where you are today be the worst that you can be ever. You can be better by the end of the year. So how do you get from where you are here in terms of your customer base, your profits, your products, and so on to where you want to be? And then the third book is very powerful to quell the self-talk that sabotages us. And it is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. So ladies, remember, the journey of entrepreneurship is much about personal growth as is about business success. By cultivating persistence and resilience, you will not only overcome the challenges that you will, not might, you will face them, but also inspire others to follow their dreams. I urge you to stay determined, resilient, and let your dreams fuel your success. Thank you so much, Edna, for inviting me to speak to the ladies. And I hope that my talk has triggered some inspiration and some thoughts on how you can stay resilient this year. Back to you, Edna.
Thank you very much, Helen. That was very powerful. Spark plugging our dreams. That was the title of the talk today. And you've spoken to us about resilience, about persistence. I think these are qualities that are normally inbuilt. I don't know whether people can learn about resilience or persistence. You'll be able to tell us whether they are learnable, because we have probably entrepreneurs here who are prospective entrepreneurs. They'd like to, venture into business, but they are still not very sure. Am I persistent? Am I persistent, or am I even resilient? Yeah, but I think these are qualities that we can as well learn. I'm very happy because you've touched about some things that we really treasure in this group. Self-care, work-life balance, going out there to just take a walk. And these are some of the things that we've been exploring. How can we do this? Because we are mothers, we are business people. Some of us are employees at the same time, full-time in employment, so to speak. So we handle so much, and most of the times we just forget about ourselves. That is one key aspect of your talk that I'll carry with me, and I believe it will help us as we plan for our next physical session. I've not seen any question on the chat, So I'd like to give you people an opportunity. We have Helen here today. Helen is an executive business coach. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's an author. So you have an opportunity to ask those difficult questions which you've been keeping to yourself or you are not very sure whom to ask. So the opportunity is yours. If you have a question, please just unmute yourself and ask a question. And thank you. Marceline is also here to teach you about yoga if you want to know about yoga from Cameroon. Wanjiku Gasheru, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Edna. Thank you. It has been a good session. I've been following along as I commute. My main question is with regards to hiring staff. And I think this may tie in with the training that I saw on the group for sales. I am in that stage where I am onboarding staff, but I'm quite uncertain how to go about the terms of operation, in the sense that it seems a lot of people want either a salary or a very high commission. So for a small business, how do I navigate this space whereby it's a good balance of looking after myself, my business, and my staff? Thank you.
Okay. That's a very good question, Wanjiko. And all of us as entrepreneurs go through that, especially because when we are in our first, let me say, startup stage and also growth stage between year 0 and the 8th year, we are trying to balance costs and growth. And you'll agree with me that the first years, the incomes are not, in relation to costs, the incomes are much lower. However, we also need to be cognizant of the fact that we need to build capacity for our businesses. And also the fact that the people that we want to bring on board, they also have needs, okay? They're also looking for a source of livelihood as well. And so I find the best way to balance that is for you to continuously share your vision with them, why you're doing this business, where you see the business going. I can tell you, there are times when I was doing my business and I was so frustrated and I was thinking of winding up, but when I thought about the people I was working with, there's a lady who is a mom who is supporting her children, another guy has a family, and I'm thinking about them, what will happen to them? And so we need to be cognizant of the fact that the people we are bringing on board, for them to bring their best to the table, you also need to support them. However, you also need to share with them your vision and the situation, and also bring them on board as partners or co-creators, and they will be able to understand. So do a balance. So you do a balance where they are not feeling, that, they're squeezed, but at the same time, you are not also putting heavy costs on the business. So for sales, I have found that a mixture of commission and a retainer just to facilitate them, maybe bus fare to the office and maybe lunch for the month, you just compute that, and then the rest you give them commission, for the sales that they bring on board. I know there are many times that I did that and the salespeople did not bring in the money, and sometimes it takes time for you to get the right person. And the right person I've always found is somebody who is hungry to be successful also at personal level. And so they look at your business as an avenue for themselves to grow as well. But I can tell you there are many times I missed, there are many times I got it, but you just have to find people who are aligned with your vision, mission. Make sure you're sharing. Don't be the person who withholds information and then you're just expecting them to deliver the numbers and without them understanding what your vision and mission is. I don't know whether Edna, I know Edna, you support SMEs in also doing their budgets and targets. What maybe you can add on that?
Yes, I think it's more of how do you manage your people and productivity challenges. Nowadays is a bit tricky because the cost of everything has gone up. but there's always a way out. If you ask, you will definitely find. One of the ways is through networking. If you network effectively, you'll always find somebody who will be able to support you with one or two areas where you have gaps or you need help. And I think the person who is asking is a friend of mine. We can always speak it offline and see what other ways we can use to address the challenge you are currently having. If whatever has been suggested doesn't work, let's pick it offline so that we can better manage time here. But there's also somebody who's asked on the chat, the book Mindset. Who is the author?
The lady is called Carol. Carol, how do you spell that? Let me just get the spelling. Her name is Carol Dweck. Dweck.
Okay.
Dweck. I'll post it on the group. I'll post it on the group just now.
That's fine.
Oh.
If you have a question, you just raise up your hand and then we will give you an opportunity to ask. You, Helen, have you ever felt like you want to give up in all these ventures that you've been undertaking? At what point do you say, this is enough, let's move to the next one? And how do you balance that with the aspect that most people normally struggle with, the failure mentality? If you stop doing something, you'll be branded a failure. And at the same time, you are not very sure whether you should keep trying or you should move to the next level.
Okay, thank you, Edna. That's a very good question. And the answer to the, have I ever felt like giving up? The answer is yes. Not once, not twice, not three times, many, many times I felt like giving up. And I've actually even closed a business before, all right? And I can tell you, before I closed that business, it took me a while. And it's because of fear of, when I reflected back, what will people say? Oh, am I going to be a failure? Or what does this mean? How will my family look at me? My staff, my customers, and so on. And so with this particular business that I closed, when I did a reflection, I had gotten into something that I was not really passionate about. And I had started that business on knee jerk. You know how sometimes you see something or you think about something, then without even thinking about it much, you say, let me do it. And before you know it, you are deep in, you're putting resources, you even have an office now. And then somewhere down the line, you're thinking, how did I get here? And so what I would say, but I've also been in a position where I felt like giving up because the challenges were insurmountable. I'm not seeing the traction in the business, but I applied the resilience and persistence. And I'm glad you asked that question, because when we are sure about why we are doing the business and the vision, I have a vision, these are my goals, this is why I'm doing it, this is how I'll do it, then you can withstand the challenges. So persistence is about doing it through the challenges anyway, because you have faith and you're committed to seeing yourself go through the challenges to the success that you're looking for. Resilience. So persistence is keeping on, like if somebody is chopping a big tree, you keep on chopping until it gives way. So you keep doing it until you are successful. So when do you stop taking action? Until you're successful. All right, that is persistence. Now, resilience, that is resilience. Persistence is still related, is still going on and going on and going on. So we have to cultivate, we have to have shock absorbers to be able to withstand the voices, the dream stealers, for you to actually pass through the fire. Yeah. So every business, by the way, during introduction, that is the startup stage. That is when you have the most challenges. You don't have money. Customers are not as many. Yeah. Your costs are more than the income that you're getting. But if you have mentors, you have networks like Live Your Dream supporting you. They will keep on cheering you, inspiring you. And before you know it, you are clear, in the clear. Yes, you find out you start breaking through, you start making the money. However, if you find you have done everything possible, you have done your best, everything possible, and it's still not working, then you need to have the courage to say, I have done, this is enough, and I am closing. It's said that moguls like Richard Branson, we all know Richard Branson. Richard Branson has started over 400 companies and only runs about 100. He closed the rest because they did not work. But we learn from those that we close. So don't feel shy. If you know you've done your best, don't keep on making losses and not feeling happy about what you're doing. Just close it and start again. So there's a principle I also have in my life and when I'm running my businesses, that at any one time you can always start over. I'm not saying we close our businesses and start over. Yeah. So like in January, for all my businesses, we have the mindset we are starting over again. We are not going to dwell on the challenges we had last year and so on. We are starting over and we are very excited about the future because the future can inspire us, but there's nothing we can do about the past. So that has been my experience.
Thank you. I love the last part of it. You are starting the business again. You are starting all over again. We can always start our businesses all over again. Tomorrow I start it again. The following day I start it again.
Mm-hmm.
Let us not tire starting our businesses each and every day because we get to we get exposed to new ideas, new networks, new customers, new prospects. And I think that is a very key mentality to have in business. Let us be ready to start our businesses at any time. Yeah, we start again. Yeah, thank you. Time has really gone. Unless there's any burning question, I think we can leave it at that and pick whatever is not responded to offline. Is there any burning question? You can raise up your hand so that we don't leave you out. If not, then
Mary
I think we come to
has
the
a question. Mary Wamaida has a question.
Yes. Mary Wamaida, please go on. Just unmute yourself.
Oh, so Mary is asking, what do you exactly mean by start a business? Okay, so I'm imagining, Mary, are you referring to the concept of starting over? Okay, so starting over is a mindset to re-energize yourself for your current business. Okay, and starting over, you assume that you're 0-0, your sales are 0, you don't have any clients. I want you to remember when you started your business, day one. Do you remember how excited you were? You remember how you were sharing with your friends, hey, I've started this business. This is what I'm going to be doing. And you had so much energy before you encountered the challenges. We are always so energized and excited about the business when we are starting. And then when the challenges come, you start going, the excitement starts going down, you stop sharing with people. Yes, you stop talking life and success into your business. You're talking negativity, how things are bad and so on. So the mindset is, it is like when I started, how was I? I was talking to 10 people a day about my business. Today I'm talking to one. So go back to when you started and just superimpose how your mindset was with so much hope and commitment, and now operate like that as though it is day one. You're starting over. So every morning when I start over, I have the mindset of, this is a new business. I have to get new clients. It's a mindset to energize yourself.
Yeah, thank you. That's the end. I think that's the end of the session. We can always take it offline and have this conversation somewhere else to manage time. Before Helen gives us her final remarks and also just tells us more about what she does, is just to let you know that this is LYD Women in Business. This is a CSR initiative, courtesy of Live Your Dream, that supports various entrepreneurs in different stages with various capacity building initiatives. So feel free to join us. We have a WhatsApp group. There's a link that has been shared there where you can just put your details and we'll be able to pick it and also include you in the WhatsApp group just to ease in communication. The other thing we are trying, we'd like to implement this year is peer mentorship. There are many ladies who've requested for that. They'd like to mentor others. Some of them would like to be mentored. So if you are interested, please also give us that information. You'll be able to find a slot to put it on the link that has been shared. But Mel, you can post the link once again for somebody who probably did not see it. So just put your details there. If you are already in the WhatsApp group, please feel free to fill the link still, because that will give us an opportunity to know where areas where you need to be mentored and areas where probably you want to mentor a fellow woman business owner. So we are going to have vote of thanks, but before that, we'll give it back to Helen to give us her final remarks and also tell us more about what she does. She has very vibrant programs for women business owners like you here. Yeah, thank you. Helen, you can take it.
Okay, thank you very much, Edna. So I run two businesses. One is an organics products company. So we formulate, package and promote organic shea butter products, raw shea butter, body butter, lotion, body scrub, and massage oil. So that is a manufacturing business that we run with my family. Then tied to my passion, when I'm old, I show this is what I will be doing. Yeah, maybe I'll be overseeing the Kai Organics business, and I'll have created systems, but I want at that time to be immersing myself in lifting other people, other entrepreneurs, learning my many years journey as an entrepreneur. So in line with that, I have a consulting business called Smart Consulting Services, where I offer executive coaching. And what that means is that sometimes as executives of our businesses, we don't have someone to talk to. Okay, I've learned, for example, in Kenya, I don't know about Uganda because I can see some friends from Uganda, but sometimes entrepreneurs are very shy to share information with others. I don't know why. People are shy. So for example, when I was starting the cosmetics business and I also a spa, I'm telling you, I asked advice from so many people. Some avoided me. Others told me they didn't know. Others just refused to give me the information. So I learned the hard way. Okay. And so I do coach executives to help them figure out what is not working or how they can get to the next level. So I provide a safe space for a business owner, for example, to come and tell me, hey, Helen, I'm really struggling with meeting my targets. My business is still making losses. I don't know. I need to figure out what to do. So I can help you gain clarity and develop a plan, even about yourself. I'm not feeling my leadership is okay. So I'm not a trainer. Okay, I do train, but coaching is not training. It is me and you just talking, engaging, and me challenging you and acting as your accountability person to challenge you to pursue higher levels of performance. So that is executive coaching. I also have a program called Create Your Dream Life, Life Mastery Program, which culminates in a vision board workshop. And you see, a lot of people live their lives without really anchoring what their vision, mission, personal vision, mission, and values are. They don't even have it written down. When you go to the most successful corporates, they have their vision, mission, and values even framed, and everybody, all the employees know. Every year they spend time going to do strategic plans for the companies, and they are followed throughout the year. But what about you as a person? The reason why most people live an unhappy life, not balance, is because they never take time to do a strategic plan for them, their own lives. And so this Saturday, for example, I have the first Clarity Life Mastery Vision Board workshop in Westlands. It's an in-person workshop where I provide a whole day of coaching where you can live with clarity on what is your life purpose. I'll help you develop your life purpose statement, your mission. Where are you here? Why were you brought on earth? What were you brought to do? What are your guiding values? And then what are your priorities for the rest of the year? Okay, so out of 10 areas of life, we all know the wheel of life, right? You cannot focus on all of them. What will you focus on this year, and why will you focus on them? Okay, so I invite you to the Vision Board workshop, and I'll give Edna the details to circulate to the groups, but it will be in Jacaranda, a Jacaranda hotel, and you can always reach me with your registration. It's an 8 to 6 workshop. It's very, very powerful. I've seen a lot of people get transformation within 3 months. I think I saw Harriet here. She's from Uganda. I also do these workshops in Uganda, and they've really, really transformed lives. It will also impact your business as well. So in a nutshell, that is what I do. I help people transform their lives through coaching, through books and programs like the Vision Board workshop. Thank you, Edna.
Thank you very much, Helen. Yeah, please remember to share that. We'll be happy to share it within our networks. Also, remember to put in your contact in the chat for anyone who may want to reach out directly for any additional information. So at this point is to thank all of you, but so that I don't take somebody else's job, let me invite Nikita. Thank you very much, Helen. Thanks all of you for joining. But we are going to have a vote of thanks, specifically delivered by one of us, who is Nikita. And if there's any announcement also, Nikita, please, you can let us know. Thank you.